the character of the guys that they brought in to add to the character they have. Whoa, Porzingis!
These first two games with Kristaps Porzingis in the Celtics uniform have looked very, very promising. As a fan, I like what I've seen on both ends of the floor. His pick and pop game, his roll ability as a lob threat, posting up, and defensively, I love his rim protection too. In this video, we're going to break down some of the good things that I've seen from Kristaps and some of the things that I'd like to see improve. As always, leave a like and subscribe if you do enjoy this kind of content, and let's go ahead and get into the film. This was early in the Knicks game. KP in the corner, guarded by Mitchell Robinson. We got a two-man action here between Tatum and Derek White as the ball handler. And you got to see Mitchell Robinson. He's used to being in the paint. But with the stretchability of KP, has to space out to the corner and has to play this pick-and-roll coverage high. Derek White's going to come off the screen. KP, simple back cut, and he's going to get a lob finish. Just a different aspect of this Celtics offense that we haven't seen. A lot of good off-ball movement clips from this game. Jrue Holiday is going to come off the handoff action. Here, we're going to see a reset in the pick and roll. And then usually if this is Robert Williams, it's a dive to the basket. If it's Al Horford, it definitely is a space out, but this is a much more deadly shooter than what Al Horford has been. Fakes the roll, pops back out, open three, knocks it down. So here, KP catches on the wing. Isaiah Hartenstein, really good backup center. He's not used to being out there guarding bigs like this. And this was a little bit of a prayer, but this just shows like the dynamic offense of Kristaps Porzingis. Then just some more pick and pop action. Pritchard's going to use the screen. KP's going to set the screen, pop back out. And once again, Isaiah Hartenstein is just not used to guarding bigs out on the perimeter like that. Another knockdown shot. Now we're down to the final 6 minutes of a close game. And this is just something that Boston lacked last season, which is pick and roll action late game. They would try to do the Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum pick and roll. Wouldn't really work as well. Kristaps gives a different look, a more dynamic look, somebody that can do something with the ball when they catch it if it's not just a pick and pop opportunity. But here, you're going to see set the screen right here. And then once again, just slip, pop out. And Isaiah Hartenstein, once again, in just a difficult situation, man. He's not used to running out on the perimeter like that. And another tough shot by KP. I love this play for obvious reasons. I wish I could have found the clip before because they ran the same action on this side of the floor. But the ball got kicked out of bounds. KP's going to set the screen once again here. Isaiah Hartenstein's going to have to make a decision. Do I pop up, try and guard Tatum? Or do I just slip with KP as he does? Slips just a second too late. The rotation not there in time. Tough shot. And what makes it difficult, they kind of pointed this out on the broadcast as well, but as KP catches it right there, Julius does step up, but even if he steps up a second earlier, Jaylen Brown's wide open in the corner as well. Even though he struggled in the game, that's still a great player getting a wide open shot at the end of the game. But KP knocks it down. Now, got to get into the defensive side of the floor because I feel like this is what impressed me the most watching these first two games for the Boston Celtics. Boston notoriously, the last couple seasons, have been a drop coverage team. So in all of these pick and roll clips, KP is going to be about 8 to 10 feet back in the PNR game. But he made some good plays, and he also made some just costly ones too. But Mitchell Roberts is going to set the screen, and RJ is going to try and get to the bucket. KP does a good job cutting him off and forcing him into a tough shot. See right there, doesn't bite, gets a good contest. Might have even blocked it. Again, handoff action, RJ Barrett coming off the screen, KP in the drop coverage. Like, he's got 2 feet in the lane. Like, he has no intentions of popping up. But once again, not biting on the pump fake and getting another block. Similar action again. Julius Randle's going to come off this little double stagger screen. KP, once again, well in the paint. He has no intentions of popping up. And Julius Randle had a very tough game. And one of the reasons was because of KP's rim deterrents. And he's going to get a block shot right here at the rim. This was a great play. RJ Barrett had a really good first game, especially getting to the cup, dribble penetration. He's going to get matched up with Kristaps in transition. And KP's going to do an amazing job, as you see here, running with RJ. Got to a strong hand, but a great recovery there. And this is the troubles of being a drop coverage team. Kristaps sitting right there at the free throw line area. Mitchell Robinson's going to set a good screen, and Jrue Holiday's as good as anybody of getting through screens. But this is the trouble because Brunson, being a dynamic guard, can really eat up that space. And the way he's been shooting the ball the last couple of seasons, that's a shot that he wants. This is kind of more than just a usual drop coverage. The screen's being set, 35, 36 feet from the basket. KP still sitting at the free throw line, kind of in no man's land. Jalen Brunson's going to eat up all that space and get right to the free throw line, pull up jump shot. And this is a shot that he's made $100 million doing. But I like this possession right here, though. I would like to see more of it instead of the extreme drop coverage. Jalen Brunson's going to fake the handoff here to iHeart and snake dribble, get all the way back around. But KP did a really good job staying with him, not biting for any head fakes. A little miscommunication, but got a slight contest on the shot. Good defense. Switching games, but same concept. I mean, there were so many clips of these handoff actions with KP sitting well back in the lane. And this is how Missoula's coaching it up, I see, but got to do a little bit of a better job. Maybe just being half a step higher, especially if you're 7'3". You got great length to contest those shots. Got a slight contest, but a little late, and Hero had a game, so he was hitting shots like that all night. This was later in the game. Bam sending the screen up top off a little dribble handoff action. Hero's going to get to a spot. KP still in no man's land, not really close enough to contest. Hero could eat that space up if he wanted to. Especially the game that he had, you would kind of want KP to be up just a little bit to maybe get a slight contest. Jaylen Brown's actually going to be the one to even try and make a contest on this play. It's just something to keep an eye on as the season goes on. How will they guard these dribble handoff actions? I actually like what KP's shown in these switch situations, man. Like, he did a good job against Brunson in game 1. He did some good reps against Jimmy Butler. In this play against Hero, Hero's going to try and beat him to the right. KP does a good job not really biting too much on the pump fake, as you see here. Stays in front. Bites a little bit. Did bite a little bit, but then the recovery, nice block shot there. Nice move by Hero, but a better play defensively. Now, this is the most promising thing that, as Celtics fans, we should be excited for after the first 2 games, because one of the constant things in KP's career is, well, if teams would often put a smaller guy on him, why doesn't he just post up? In this game, Miami tried it multiple times. There was only one possession where he settled and didn't get on the block. With the very next play, he was on the block. This was a cross-match in transition. You got Duncan Robinson on your backside. Nice recognition by JB. And there was a lot of clips, which we're going to see, where KP took advantage of the Heat trying to throw smaller defenders on them. This was another one, switch situation. Jimmy Butler's a really good defender, but KP does a really good job getting to a spot, slight turnaround jump shot. I mean, you're 7'3", even as good as Jimmy Butler is, you can't affect that shot at all. This is probably my favorite play from the first 2 games of the season. KP got another mismatch. I love Tatum recognizing that Tyler Hero, 6'5" guard, guarding a 7'3" all-star caliber player. Unselfish here by Tatum, recognizing Drew Smith does a good job getting over. JB floats to the corner, and KP with the most on-time, perfect pass that you will see from a center, man. That was beautiful. Good shot by JB. I mean, I'm going to just let this clip roll because this was just picture-perfect basketball, man. We need to see more of this for sure. And another situation, mismatch in transition. I don't know what the call was before this, but Drew Holiday recognizes it right away. And KP, he's not the bruiser, but a soft touch on the fadeaway jump shot. This was a good possession too, man. KP sending the screen up here. Drew Holiday, they're going to get a little switch action. Bam pops out to guard KP. And like I said, not a bruiser, but I love the chemistry that Drew and KP already have. Not force the shot, kick it back out. Then let's go ahead and reset. We're going to set the screen up here. KP is going to pop out to the wing and hit an open jump shot. These two already got great chemistry, even though they just got here. Only been 2 games with KP in the Celtics uniform, but so far, it's looked very promising. Still some things that need to be cleaned up, but I'm sure as the team gets more reps, more chemistry together, those things will find their way out. So, very promising start for Kristaps in the Celtics uni.